Welcome back, folks. This is Vortex Mike with our the Hobbit Escape from Goblin Town scenarios, and we're doing scenario 2 for you. Finally got time to do it. We're doing rescue the baggage, and this is the layout of the map. And basically, the dwarves start here. They got to either use the new ability, which is leaping, which is pretty sweet. They can actually leap across areas. So like in the map right here, you'll see that right here. Let me zoom. This is the layout of the map of the terrain piece. So basically they can leap from this point. Their main goal is to get the baggage. Who is involved is Byford, Beaufort, and Bomber, and Gwenar, which is the Goblin Captain, named Goblin Captain plus 12 warriors, which are represented by their miniatures there. There's Byford, Beaufort, and Bomber. And then here's Gwenar and his 12 Goblin warriors. I just got finished painting all the goblins, just a painting update, which I was going to do in the next video, but over here you see I got the Goblin King finished. He looks pretty sweet. Pretty gruesome. All his guys are done now. So we're almost to the dwarves, and then I'll have to get some new miniatures. But anyhow, alright, so the basic objectives: the dwarves must recover their baggage before escaping from the battlefield via their starting position, which is right here, or on the other side, right here. So they're going to start here. They got to get the baggage here. Our map is kind of backwards from what the book says, just because my son plays on that side. And my objective is, if I win, if I kill or 2 or more dwarves before they could do this. So the rickety walkways is still special rules. Knocker and gongs. So I can bring back 2 goblin warriors, not 3 this time. So once I get 2 goblin warriors, I can throw the dice. So that means rapidly you can see a lot more goblin warriors than waiting until you have 3. You only have to wait till 2. Carry the baggage. So when the dwarf base comes in contact with the baggage, which is this baggage marker right there, they will pick it up. It's like capture a flag. I really like this map because the dwarf gets killed, then the marker will be left. Of course, I can't pick up the baggage, but the dwarves will have to go through the way. So we're going to go ahead and do our deployment. Good starts this priority. National priority, good starts with it. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and pause this video and we're going to do our deployment. Alright, we just got done with our deployment. I got Gwenar and 6 Goblin warriors right here protecting the baggage. And I have 6 Goblin warriors down here descending the bridge. And of course, to the rules, the dwarves start there. Good has priority. I do want to say, you'll notice these guys are a little shiny. I don't know if it's going to show up in the video that much, but I picked up some varnish, and it was mate, but it was acrylic mate varnish, which I usually don't use. I use just the mate regular varnish that doesn't shine, so they're a little shiny. I'm going to have to wait to get the other stuff, because they're wearing a stock. I tried a new varnish, and that's what happened. So in case you're wondering why they're so shiny, that's why. But we're going to go ahead and do our movement phase, and there's no shooting phase except Gwenar. He has a whip which is in 2 inches, and I don't have any of the flail goblins out, so that's the only shooting weapon I have in this, and dwarves don't have one. So alright, we're going to go ahead and do our movement phase, and we'll see you in fighting. Or if we don't see you in fighting, next turn. Alright, finished our moving phase. The dwarves, Byford and Beaufort, both, there we go. Sorry, just went out of focus, got it to autofocus. I don't have a tripod, so bear with the shakiness. I will reprocess the video, but anyhow, the dwarves have advanced almost to the point where they can leap. Bomber has cut off the dwarves, the goblins, and to a steadfast defending position. So he's going to have to fight quite a few goblins. I didn't pursue them because he's in a fight with one. I want my goblin to be trapped. I moved Granar and his warriors right here up, so they're waiting the dwarves when they advance over to the leap. They'll have to fight their way through in order to get to the package. Alright, we're going to go ahead and roll for priority. Let my son go first. You got a 6. And I got a 1. So, he gets priority. And, oh, we didn't do the fight phase. We'll go ahead and do this fight over here. Totally forgot about the fight.
Well,
but my son will make it in turn 2. He will be in priority. He won priority, so we're gonna go ahead and do this battle right here. All right, really quick. Sorry about that. I was jumping the gun there, but we did this duel right here between this goblin and bomber, and I won the duel, and I was unable to miss, or I missed. I was unable to hit. So we're gonna go and do our my son won priority, so he's gonna do his movement of his dwarfs, and then I'll move my goblins. All right, we did our movement for turn 2, and as you see, bomber moved to re-engage with that goblin, so he's fighting that. I moved my goblins forward to advance towards bomber. The dwarves both scored a 4 and a 5, so they're on the edge, but of course I advanced 3 goblins, 2 goblins to Biffer, and Bomber's got 1 to him. So yeah, this is going to be a good fight. I might get their names mixed around, so just bear with me. But I also advanced Granar and 2 goblin and warriors and advanced this guy. So we're going to go ahead and do the fight phase, and we'll see you after the fight phase for turn 2. Alright folks, the dwarves did pretty good in turn 2 fight phase. Bomber was able to strike down that goblin from him. He had to waste a might point, but still killed the goblin, that's good. Over here, Biffer and Bofer, there's 2 goblins killed. Over here, 1 survived, he didn't get hit, so he's still there in the battle. And so we got a total of 3 dead goblins. I'm going to go and roll. I have to get a 4 or better.
You got 1 back.
And I got 1 back. And I can make, there's 2 starting positions here. I can either have him come on this corner or over here. So I'm actually going to enter my goblin here.
Oh, you can roll 1 more. You roll 2.
No, I'll use roll 2
Oh.
this time. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and roll for priority. Go ahead, Damien. Ooh. And I won priority, yeah. So Evil's got priority, and I will go ahead and move our miniatures and then our people, and we will see you in the fight phase for turn 3. All right, folks, we moved our miniatures in turn 3. Bomber is being engaged by 2 goblins, and he's got 1 coming on his backside. So he's got to watch out for there. And Biffer and Bofer have been in pickle because one has 2 goblins on and the other one's got the orc captain on, Granar. So that could be a good battle there. It's going to be a hard fought. And I did want to mention, my son brought it up, which I'm glad he did. There's unlimited rounds in this one. It goes until they either get the package or I kill 2 dwarves. So just let everyone know that. We're going to go and do a fight phase for turn 3, and we'll see you at the result. Alright, in the movement phase, the dwarves are getting attacked by the goblins over here. Bomber, he's got 2 goblins on him again. Biffer's got 2 goblins on him, and Bofer's got to fight Granar. Now, Biffer's on the edge. 1 more, if he loses this duel, he will go over the edge, and he will die. Got a couple of our goblins advancing from the back, so pretty much stacked up. We'll see how the fight phase for turn 4 ends, and we'll show you the results. Alright folks, we're done with the fight phase of turn 4. Bomber held his ground, and I wasn't able to wound him, so he's doing pretty good over there. Biffer and Bofer. Biffer won his battle. He beat 1 of the goblins and missed the other one. Granar won against Bofer, but he actually used one of his might points to change the dice from 4 to 5, so he's able to strike. And my son used his fate points, so none of the dwarves had their fate points, and they're on the edge. So they better hope if they don't win priority, that they win the duel. If not, both dwarves will die because they'll fall off because they're on the edge now, and I will win the game. If not, then the game continues. So we're gonna go and roll for priority. Big roll here. Go ahead and roll. There it goes. So I rolled a 1, he rolled a 2, so he was able to win priority. So lucky for him, the dwarves breathe a sigh of relief as they will not fall to their death. So that is lucky for them. So we'll go ahead and do the movement, and we're going to go ahead and do the fighting phase all in one, and we'll show you the results after that, because really there's no movement to do because we're basically locked in battle anyhow. So we'll go do the movement and fight phase, and we'll show you the results of the movement and fight phase after we're done. Alright folks, we're done with turn 5's fighting phase. My son did an unorthodox move where he turned Bomber around and actually killed the goblin that was over here that I entered in with the battle. So now he's facing some grim prospects, because if I attack him from behind, it's not going to be good for him. Over here, Biffer and Bofer did an awesome job. They were able to slay another goblin and able to slay Grenar. And let me move that dice as he dies. So got a lot here, and I keep on forgetting to roll for goblins, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I got one, missed one. I can't bring back Grenar, so I'm gonna place a goblin over here at the end. So that's where he's gonna come into battle. So in a turn 5, it looks pretty good for the dwarves, that they only have 2 goblins standing between them and the package, and 1 leap, and they'll be able to get through. Bomber is in kind of a situation, hopefully he wins priority. So we're going to go on a roll for priority for turn 6.
Oops, I just dropped the die.
Here.
Yeah, I just dropped the die. Ooh, come on. Ooh.
And I win priority, so yeah. Alright, so this is turn 6. Gonna go and do the priority on the move phase, and we'll see you at the end of move phase. Alright folks, done with our movement phase for turn 6, and the goblins got poor Bomber surrounded, 3 of them to him, and over here the goblins have engaged Biffer and Bofer. So we're gonna go ahead and do the fight phase for that, and then we will see you in the end of the results going into turn 7. Alright, we got the fight phase for turn 6. Yeah, we're on turn 6. Bomber was able to slay the goblin behind him and one of them in front. And over here, Biffer was able to kill his goblin. Bomber,
Biffer
and Bofer. God. Bofer was able to, or wasn't able to win the duel, and he got a wound on himself. So, 1 more wound and he's dead. That's basically where we're at. I'm going to roll to get 2 of my goblins back, because I desperately need them now. And none of them get into there, so that's not good. We're going to go in and roll for priority. Okay, so who had priority last time? It was me, right?
Yeah, but does it go like that?
So it's you. So at a tie, forgot to mention this, in a tie, whoever was not priority last turn gets it. I misread the rules. I thought it was good always gets the tie, but it isn't. So my son still gets priority, so good still gets the win. So I'll go ahead and let him move his miniatures, and we'll show you where they're at, and we'll do the fight phase. Okay, my son moved his dwarfs. Bomber's engaging one of the goblins. And over here, Biffer was able to get the package and to 3 inches, and then he took 2 inches to move, so he's already on his way to leap. And Bofer is fighting a goblin over here. So we'll go ahead and resolve the battles, and we'll see after that. Alright, we did the fight phase. Can't remember if this is 7 or 8. I think it's turn 7. Bomber got a hit against him, a wound, because I won the duel on that. And then over here, they're able to kill my goblins. So I'm going to go and roll for 2 goblins.
Got one back.
And I got one back, so I'm going to have him start right here at the beginning, so he can block the way. We're going to go ahead and roll for priority. Okay, my son won priority. He got a 6 and I got a 4. So we'll let him move his miniatures, and we'll see you in turn 8. Alright, end of the movement phase for movement 8. The dwarves got through, just barely got through the leap phase, or they used the leaping ability and are on the edge of the platform. Bomber decided to turn around and attack this goblin on the end to try to make way, but I charged him with another goblin, and I got my 3 goblin warriors right there at the end of this large platform. Mind you, Bomber and Bofer both have a wound each, so if they die, the next 2 phases I will win, because they both will be reduced to 0 wounds. So fighting phase, and we'll see the results, and we'll go into turn 9. Alright folks, got done with our fighting phase of turn 8, and Bomber was actually able to slay both the goblins he was fighting. So he cleared a large section for Biffer and Bofer to go through, but they're a little short. So we'll see what my son does in his movement phase. We're going to go and roll for priority.
Oh!
And I got a 5, he got a 1. And I forgot to roll for more goblins, which was my fault again. So lucky for my son. We'll go ahead and do the movement phase, and we'll see you in the next video. Alright folks, we're at the end of turn 9, and the dwarves had made a rally together, and there's 3 of them all fighting. Bomber's got that goblin, and Biffer's got that one, and Bofer's got this one over here. So they're all 3 engaged in battle. We're going to do each of the duels, and we'll show you the results at end of turn 9's fight phase. Alright folks, we're done with turn 9's fight phase, and as you see, the dwarves have cleared the board. They killed all the goblins, all 3 of them that are in front of them. They both didn't get any wounds on them, and they had to use their last of their fate or might points. So none of them have might points, but they're close to their goal. But of course, they get to roll 2 dice. I remember this now. Roll 2 dice.
Ooh!
And I get 2 back because I rolled 4 and a 5, and I can put them anywhere in the vicinity, which of course I'm going to put in their way. So I'm going to let me go and put those 2 where I want them. They have to be at the edge touching here. They're not in combat yet.
Yeah, because he's still an inch away.
Well, he's actually going to be some combat right there, because where I put him, I actually will just move. There we go. We'll move him just like that. Okay, so we'll roll for priority. And I rolled a 4, he rolled a 6, so good as priority. So we'll let him go ahead and move his guys, and we'll show you the result of turn 10's priority. Alright, end of turn 10's movement phase. As you see, Bomber has exited the field of battle, so that's one dwarf. And we have his other dwarf, Bofer, wasn't able to leave the field, so he's over there, ran out of inches. And there's two goblins fighting Biffer over here. So we'll do that fight phase, and we'll see you at the end result of turn 10's fight phase. Alright folks, we are end of turn 10's fighting phase. One of my goblins actually lost, both lost the duel, and one had a back inch away and he fell off the board. So he plummeted to his death. The other one got killed within 2 strikes. Both for this guy right here. Let me make sure I'm getting their names right, because it's kind of bothering me. Because I keep on getting their names wrong. Biffer is the one with the package. So he's right here, the guy with the spear. And Bofer is not. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for, see if I get any goblins back. I got 1 back. So I'm going to put him right where I want to put him. Let's move this guy off the board. And we'll go ahead and roll for priority. And let's see, who moved last?
Didn't you? Or yeah, you went last, I think.
We'll just say you.
Okay.
Alright, so we're at the end of this. Priority doesn't really matter because it can't really move anyhow, so we're going to go ahead and... Well, yeah, we can. We're going to do the movement phase, and we'll see it. We'll go ahead and do the fight phase all in one and show you the results of turn 11's movement and fight phase. Alright folks, done with turn 11, and the dwarves were able to win their duel. They moved and charged the lone golem, and he fell immediately to his death, because they both got a strike on him in the dueling phase, and he was backed up and got knocked over. So we're going to go and roll for priority again.
Oh, got a 5. And
I didn't... I roll for I mean, we're not gonna roll for priority. I'm gonna roll see if I gain goblins back.
Yeah, roll. Yeah. 1.
And I got 1 again. So we're gonna go ahead and put him on the board. I got him right there. So actually, I got him in the wrong area.
So I killed 1 carefully. I only killed 1. That's okay. So I gotta fight 2 again.
So basically, if I'm reading the rules correctly, you can't come in to play a battle right away. So we're just gonna put him off to the side, and we're gonna roll for priority.
If I win this priority, I can move off the board then.
Yeah.
I got 4.
All right, I won priority, so we're going ahead and move our figures. We're do the fight phase 2, and we'll show you where we landed. Alright folks, at the end of turn 12 solution, the game has been won by the dwarves as the person with the package left the field, and Biffer actually left. He's right there, spearman guy, and Bofer actually lost his duel, but I wasn't able to strike him, so he's got that inch away, but it doesn't really matter because the game has been, I have lost, the evil side has lost, and the good side has won. So we are now tied in the battle for good versus evil and the Hobbit escape from Goblin Town scenarios. So we're gonna go ahead and
this was a close
go
game.
to Brothers in Arms, which is scenario 3. We're going to set that up, and we'll do that battle, and we'll see you then.